It is Wednesday. It is 8:40. It is time for DeAngelo Williams. DeAngelo, how are you doing?
I don't know. I'm over here trying to figure this out, and this is what I mean. I'm trying to figure this out. I heard your conversation about Michael B. Jordan. I heard your conversation about Blake Shelton. I don't have any problems with any of those. This is the problem that I have. It is okay for women to have specifications in a man, but it's not okay for a man to have specifications in a woman. Meaning this, it's okay that Meghan won't date anybody under 5'10" or 5'9" or whatever it is because she has a height requirement. But it's not okay that I want a woman that has a big juicy booty or a woman that has big boobs because now I'm sexist. Just because my specifications are not like your specifications, they're still specifications. I'm trying to understand like how we get judged differently from how women get judged, but we all supposed to be the same. That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's what pisses me off. That's why I'm over here hot. Because I'm like, oh, Meghan, like, yeah, he's 5'11", 5'10", like that even matters. And I'm a firm believer, before any of us open our mouth to say anything to anybody, we have to like something about that person, whether they got a cute smile. So the physical attracts you first before you even get to the mental to even know if they have a beautiful mind. If you can't get past the physical, you'll never figure out how beautiful their mind is. So as far as you said, oh, I want somebody with a beautiful mind too. Yeah, but they also got to have some of those side effects like a beautiful face or a beautiful
side effect.
Yeah, that's the side effects. That's what you get. You got to have one of those. The way that you're talking, in order for you to find out that a person has a beautiful mind, you have to be physically attracted to something about them before you say anything. I'm listening to all this, and I'm like, I cannot believe Meghan is like, oh, yeah, she doesn't want anybody short because of heels. But then at the moment that I say, like, ooh, I want somebody with a big booty, oh, I can't believe you. You don't know, like, why you don't want nobody smart? Why you don't want nobody into, like, for real?
First of all, I did not say that. It was a matter of, oh, okay, I heard the hype, and I said, that's not a problem. I literally said, Michael B. Jordan's not a problem. I said, the other guy was like, you know, and I also will say this, I have dated a guy who the attraction off the physical attraction was not there at first. It was not there, got to know him, and the personality reigned supreme, which made him sexy to be like, you know what, like, I'm so happy it was not just a materialistic or like a off of right away of attraction. I do think you have to be attracted to some person. Usually it is like you have to like catch your eye, but there's situations where it's not always like that. And also this is also a thing saying Meghan, the question is, what would you want? Like, yeah, I'm not telling God, I'm saying, well, if you gave me a thing, I'm 5'10". So, you know, normally the guys have been taller than me. It's just how it's worked out.
No, that's how you pick them. It's not how it worked out. It's how you picked them.
Out. Because a lot of men aren't going for girls taller than them. Have you ever dated a girl who's 6'5", 6'6" before?
Actually, I have. She was actually 6'7". She was on the Memphis basketball team when I was in college, when I was younger. And everybody was like, oh, that's your son? And I'm like, nah, I'm like, she's just a lot taller than me.
But was like, she thick, though? Like,
she was 100% big booty, nice boobs. Like,
I don't need
everything.
that part. I don't need that part.
That's okay. DeAngelo.
If you can express like a guy being tall or short, if you can express physical attraction to somebody's height and weight, then I should be able to express physical attraction to somebody's assets.
You can express physical attraction without objectifying, I think. Like I don't disagree with you in a sense of you have to I'm not saying that you were. I'm saying that that's where sometimes people get in trouble is when it goes into a space where it's like just putting women in the women box of like, I don't want to say boobs, but whatever that is in terms of like what you like, how you like it, and solely pointing that out. I think yes, you do have to be attracted to someone in order to like them. And sometimes people are attracted to people's brains. Like if you, I don't know. I personally, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say like, I really loved Chris Brains. Like, no, like when I first met Chris, I was like, oh, he's cute. So how did that proceed? That was the starting point. So I don't think there's an idea where like men can't say women are attractive or women are beautiful. On that same show we were talking about, The Bachelorette, some guy got in trouble for calling a woman a smoke show. Not to her, but the other guys on the show called him out for using the word smoke show. I personally am like, okay, cool. So he thinks she's really, really pretty. That's just his opinion, and that's how he's choosing to frame how he finds someone attractive.
I just think I think it's weird, and I think it's a double-edged sword. And I understand that we live in an environment, or we live in a world where things are not always as equal, and you are treated as a man and you are treated as a woman. But looking at this equality scale, and people that say, hey, I wouldn't date outside my race. Like, what does race have to do with anything if you're attracted to a person? Because now you're limiting yourself. So, and I'm not just talking about that just in general, but just period. Anything that's up to your specification, you're carving out a lot of the population because you have those certain specifications. But because my specifications don't necessarily line up with yours is more of a moral thing. Mine may be more of a physical thing, but we're still judging people. So it doesn't matter. It just, because I know now Meghan is not dating anybody that's under 5'10". If I see her with somebody 5'7", and she can be like, oh, he's cute. Like, and this is what drives me about women. Oh, he's cute. He got it going on for himself, but he's short. Like, what is that? Why? What does it matter? What does height have to do with anything?
I'm short, so I can't answer that.
I do, as you just said, I think it's what you're attracted to. It's part of what you're attracted to. Like, there's no wrong or right answer to it. It's like, if I have not been attracted to a 5'7" guy, I have not been attracted. I can't lie. I have not been attracted to a 5'7" guy. It has not happened. Now, am I like I'm a big believer in like being cold turkey and saying, oh, I just don't do this. I just don't do this. I'm not going to be that person, because we just talked about when like I'm a person who's like, I'm not going to tell God anything. God, send me whoever you want for me. But if we're having an open conversation of saying like who you have been attracted to, if you had it your way, then like, yeah, it's like, oh, usually he's taller than me, blah, blase. That's how it's worked out. I'm sure you're attracted to your wife in a certain way, but what's attracted to you? Like, that's like, that's just like, it is what it is. I'm with you on like the race thing. I hate when people say I will never date outside my race. I don't like when people say that, and I hate it especially when it's like, there's a lot of black men who will say, I'll never date someone black. There's a lot of people who will go there, but it's like, be attracted to, love is love. Be attracted to who you be attracted to. Like, and it'll organically happen, and sometimes, as we all know, it'll surprise you who you're attracted to, because when it happens, you're like, I thought I would never date someone, of a different religion. You have no idea what will happen.
Yeah, I do have a podcast question of the day. It's actually really good.
Of course you do.
I do. CJ, I'd love for you to chime in on this. We've been on both sides of this, okay? So then I'll the story on how I come up with this question. So the question is this: if Jess or Meghan or CJ, you guys have a best friend and they open up a business, it doesn't matter if the business is very successful or if it's not successful. The success of the business doesn't matter. And they tell you to come support their business. Are you expecting a discount? And if you are, and they don't give you one, do you have the right to be upset?